So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. Munich, the city that many would consider with justification to be the footballing capital of the land. And the Allianz Arena, you have to say, is the most fitting of venues for such a grand city. Is a monster matchup.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
There's the whistle, and here we go. There is Franck Ribéry, just a special player.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Yeah, double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, you can't argue with stats like that.
Moved on forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. Kaka. Rodrigo. Hernandez. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Asking just too much of him. Toni Kroos.
Well, it's not the quickest of starts, but what it lacks in intensity certainly is made up by a large serving of discipline and organisation.
Pull it. Aim forwards. It's a little off target.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
And here's Van Basten. Picks it up out wide. And it's Caicedo. Oh, that's neat. De Bruyne. Sergio Ramos, and it goes cross-field. Rodrigo. Vardiol. Caicedo. Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves. Gently done. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Marquinhos. It's an exciting looking ball, that. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. And here's Hullet. Ribery. Caicedo. Ruben Neves. Vinicius Junior. Gullit. Van Basten. And it's Van Basten. And there's the end of the first half. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first half thoughts?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. There's the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And this is chance for a shot! Should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Rodrigo. Over to the left. Nicely intercepted. And back to the keeper they go. Belly. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And it's played forward. Mohamed Salah is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Vardiol. Rodrigo shifted upfield. Cannavaro. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Header! Mohamed Salah. And it's Gullit.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And that was very necessary. Ruben Neves.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Played back in. Now it's Gullit. And the shot! This time, surely! Oh, that was no routine save.
Dani Olmo really must be thinking what he has to do to...
The final whistle and confirmation. We are headed for penalties.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
And it will be decided by the melodrama of penalties. Real tension here then as the first man readies himself. So this one to set the tone. And he puts them one up.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
So the ball is placed on the spot. Van Basten is the next man in the spotlight. Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Vinicius Junior is the man who's second in line. Oh, coolly does it.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one. Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Mohamed Salah will take the third penalty. And he sticks it away.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
3-3. Gullit is a picture of calm despite the moment.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Oh, he's fluffed it.
It's a brave attempt, but he really should be getting it on target.
De Bruyne is able to finish it here. And he delivers. Barcelona have come through in the most dramatic fashion, and the show goes on. The ultimate test of nerve. So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. he looking forward to seeing this? A capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
The whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that cutting edge in the team, making himself a great option when they've got possession.
Okay, interesting. Time to deliver. Rafinha. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Maldini is there, and he can get that clear. Wins the duel this time. Lampard. So what can they make of this? Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He is through here. And there's the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Kvaratskhelia usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Mendes gets it clear.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Rafinha, and the counter is on. Ronaldinho. Marcelo closing in on goal. That's surely a foul. Free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He tries a shot! What a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Baresi attempts a clearance. And here's Ronaldinho. And it's Pedri. Pedri played out to the left flank. Maradona. Hummels, and the keeper's got it again. Maldini gets across to intercept that. And it's gone back to the keeper. Moved on forwards. Hakimi. That's a nicely weighted pass. Bui, aim forwards. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Ronaldinho. Kvaratskhelia. And it's lofted through here. Can he latch on to this? Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Bayern Munich have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Mendes. Oh, what a climb! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. Haaland's cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Marcelo. Ronaldinho. Maradona. Good ball, good take. Messi. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Peter, I can't stress enough the need to get to this fella quickly. They can save themselves a whole lot of hassle.
Ronaldinho cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
That's a cute ball. It's a throw-in. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And it's Bui. Bui gets across him. Olise. Vitinha. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Plenty to aim at here. Mendes opts to play it back. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Referee's given a throw. Paris Saint-Germain making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Ronaldinho. And he's on his way! Now that's a fine challenge.
Bayern Munich clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's Mendes. Olise! Olise! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Kvaratskhelia. Haaland. Lampard takes the shot.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So we head for the final act. It will be penalties. Real tension here then as the first man readies himself. Rafinha is over the first kick. And he puts them one up.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Haaland steps up for his penalty. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Kvaratskhelia will take their second. And he sticks it away.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
The third man in the queue. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Big character, big moment, big save. He steps up to take the fourth penalty.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Up steps Mr. Dependable.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Maradona is the fifth volunteer. Terrific penalty, unsavable.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Paris Saint-Germain at the point of no return. Saved! And there's your hero! Bayern Munich have done it. Taken to the very
Good evening, one and all. We're here at Warner Park. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me for this match is Ali Mitchell.
Always a pleasure to sit alongside you in the commentary box.
Thanks, Ali. We're to go down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
The home side getting first pick. They'll have a bat. Here we go. First ball.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. There's a almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Power and precision in that shot.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be four.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Start straight through them. Batter was late on that one. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. The bowler stopped short there. Maybe didn't like the feel of their approach.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
Stark comes up short again. Not sure if they felt a niggle in their knee or that's twice in a row now.
He's got their tail up.
Misses everything.
Got way too much bounce on that delivery.
Didn't keep the foot behind the line. That could be costly with a free hit for the batter now. Wow, that's missed a lot.
Left alone and through to the keeper again.
The spectators are absolutely buzzing right now. Huge levels of excitement all round this ground. Nice shot, but straight to gully. And the spectators are absolutely brimming with anticipation. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
It's the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands. That'll be a dead ball. Second dead ball now. Stark finds the outside edge, but it goes through the slip fielders. That's unlucky.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
The end of what seemed a very long over. Not the best bowling I've seen in my time. It's time to refocus and go back to basics.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
An effort ball and called for the front foot. At least they've got an extra ball to go for that wicket. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. Doesn't beat the infield. Gone. Played all around that one. What a delivery. With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Root will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. Finds the fielder with that shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Just quick onto that in the infield. Lyon, the spinner, coming into the attack. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Massive chance. Pressure will definitely be on for the new batter as they take guard. Cummins, I'm sure, will be onto their bowlers to pick up another quick wicket. Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary. 6 lost ball. How will the bowler reply?
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Nearly gets the edge. Lyon with a great delivery there. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4. Oh, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved. Good return back from the deep. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
Still maintaining an impressive run rate. Fantastic start so far.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. No, terrible shot. Waits for it, crack, and that looks to be 4.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary. How will he reply?
Cummins pulls out, dead ball.
Might look to go big again here.
Cummins over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4. Well-directed throwback.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. How will the bowler respond?
Power and precision in that shot.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Swept away, but finds the fielder.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. That is quite extraordinary. Mitchell, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Well, the bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
Going with spin now.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Oh, that's beautifully struck. Right out of the guts end all the way.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope. Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Oh, nice shot. Return from out on the boundary. Good fielding.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Edge, but it drops safely. Half a chance, missed. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Leading edge lands safe from hands though. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Edged, unplayable. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Edged, what a ball. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
They've stayed in that super aggressive mindset. At this rate, their total could be unreachable.
Green, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Oh my, that's racing away.
Got it away for 4, backward of point very nicely. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Shot, should be runs here.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Yeah, well played. Could be a quick single.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Straight to the fielder. Jadeja comes in to bat, has performed well over the last few matches and looks in really good touch. Great shot. Nice and compact on the front foot. Head was perfectly still.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and they've been put away.
That'll be a dead ball. Second dead ball in a row. Maybe there's something wrong with their shoes. Good shot, a beauty.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that is stayed hit. Fantastic. Needs a dot ball.
The bowler stopped short there. Maybe didn't like the feel of their approach.
Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
Second dead ball now.